YouTube, we are back. This is the second vlog that we're recording off the back of our trip over to Utrecht. For this event, we are heading up to Falkirk. We're currently at the motorway services on the M6. Obviously, only one place you stop on the M6, and that is T-Bay. Jordan's had a sausage roll. He's filled up, he's fueled, he's ready.
It was good.
We've got a couple of hours to go to get up to the stadium, but we're going to use this video to give you a little insight again into our events, some of the discussions hopefully, and we'll try tonight to catch up with some of the coaches that will be there as well and tap into some of the conversations that we're going to be having at the event, so stay tuned. Go, getting set up. So the presentations are going to be here. Got all our banners set up, and yeah, we just arrived at the stadium, met Blair and some of the other coaches, and then you'll see this is where the presentations are going to take place, and the little networking task we've got as well. So we're expecting between sort of 25 to 30 coaches this evening from clubs right across Scotland, which is really good to see. It's always good to see all the different clubs represented at the events because we get different perspectives. I'm sure there's different roles within the people who are coming as well. So we'll get into some good conversations, and then we'll try and show some insights into what we're doing and some of the presentations as well. So Blair, what did you make of the questions and some of the feedback from the guys, from you guys presenting?
Yeah, obviously, as I always talked about in terms of Chris's presentation, it was to generate a conversation, isn't it? That's the biggest thing. So it was great to have everyone here tonight, and hopefully that's kind of the start of the impetus to get more kind of events up in Scotland. So no, it was great to have everyone down, and just gives us an insight of what we were trying to do in our context.
Yeah, that was definitely the theme of tonight. But what was great, I just said it to Chris, I think the way that you guys presented it definitely did that, because we said before that a lot of people are doing similar work, but the questions that people were putting across was getting them really thinking about how they could apply what you guys do in their world as well.
Yeah, I think it's always most important is the applied stuff, you know, so you've got the textbooks and that and tell you how to do it, but the world of applied sport is so vast and so different in terms of how people do that in their context and what they can do with their environment, and it's obviously a massive part of what we do here, but also it's great to obviously have some students in the building tonight who kind of see what that looks like in real life. So it was obviously a great night for us for sure.
100%. No, thank you very much for hosting us, mate.
Thanks for coming, appreciate it.
So Chris, how did you find the questions and the sort of feedback from everyone tonight?
I always enjoy questions. I thought the questions that came in from the guys and girls were fantastic. The fact that I couldn't answer some of them shows a lot of the challenges that we do actually face, but it's great that they came forward with those points. It's great when people are actually coming in as we asked, as we suggested, because it shows that they're a little bit engaged with what was going on there.
The big theme from this evening was what Blair spoke around context, wasn't it? And I think that was what was really nice from the questions, wasn't it? That people were asking and trying to apply it to their context.
Yeah, and hopefully there was a natural flow from what Blair and the guys presented, with the session that I led there, I did say at the outset I wanted to challenge them, and you can see them being challenged in terms of that application in their own context, but hopefully they'll go away and work out if there's anything that they can take that they might actually incorporate into daily working practice.
No, it's brilliant. It's really good to have you involved as well. Thank you for presenting.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
We're on the way back from the event at Falkirk. Before we go into reflections, I've just got to correct Jordan on something, because he's got an awful opinion that this sandwich is not the greatest sandwich out there. And I know people are going to agree with Jordan, but you're all wrong to start with.
Egg mayo, by the way. Egg mayo is not the best sandwich out there. Can we, like, an eggy? Oh no, on a hot day as well. You can't be telling me you're having that.
Hot, mate. Look at that.
I know it's not. We're in Scotland. It's never hot. But what I'm saying is, you can't all year round. You got to think about the best sandwich you want. And in the middle of summer, you're not picking an egg mayo sandwich. Surely not.
No, it's not just an egg mayo sandwich. It's the M&S egg mayo sandwich. And I know that sounds like an advert.
Are you on commission?
I wish I was. If M&S want to sponsor the Football Fitness Federation online community, then that would be great. In egg mayo sandwiches. So we'll start with that. So that's the first takeaway from the event, is that egg mayo sandwiches from M&S are the best sandwiches going. But back to reality. We are just heading back south from the event, and I thought it was a really interesting evening. The big probably takeaway from what we're probably going to put the clips in, speaking to Chris and Blair after the event, I think one of the big things was context, taking away context from your environment, and that's a lot of what the guys presented on tonight, and a lot of what the questions came in from as well was around how they could apply some of the things they were talking around, especially around end stage rehab, to the context of the environments from all the coaches that were there. So I thought all of that was really, really interesting, and that will relate to a lot of coaches as well, won't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think, so for context to it, so Blair, main thing around tonight was obviously the context of their environment. They were stressing, all of the Falkirk staff stressed it, that how they presented on everything tonight is not the be all and end all. They're not saying it's right, they're not saying it's wrong, they're just saying for their context and their environment, their staff structure, their players, their facilities, everything they've got, this is the context, and this is how we prepare our players or bring our players back from injury, etc. So I think that resonates with a lot of people, because we've all been to conferences and we've watched someone present on, I don't know, let's say a really amazing piece of data analysis, and we go, that's fantastic. And I remember we've had this conversation at previous conferences as well, and we go, but I haven't got that capability to sit down and really dive into data like that they have there, or we haven't got data analysts at our club that can do that for us. So yeah, really, really good to have that conversation around the context. And I think the presentation from the Falkirk guys on return to play was excellent, very thorough in terms of just the process about how they structure about bringing a player back from any injury, from right from the bed and initial stage of injury right back to on the grass, and how that looks for them. And then finished off with a brilliant presentation from Chris Barnes, who has been at a number of clubs, and anyone who knows anything about sports science knows Chris Barnes is right up there in terms of his experience and the clubs he's worked at. So to hear him share his ideas on again, contextualizing data, but also looking at measurement errors. I thought that was really, really important, because we all use daily monitoring software tools. Whatever you do, we all make performance-based decisions on sprint testing, yo-yo testing, jump testing, etc. And it was talking about sort of minimum measurement of error and things like that within your data. Is it actually a meaningful change, or is it just noise within the data itself? So yeah, really, really good presentations, and again, all that will be on the community. So if you are interested, I would highly recommend go and check that out, and check out the community itself.
On these videos, obviously, we want to try and capture the events as best we can, and I mean, we're getting used to this as we go as well. But we want to try and give people a real insight and some really good takeaways from the events too. So let us know what you think of the videos. Obviously, go and check out the Utrecht vlog if you've not watched that. Let us know what you think of this one, and we'll hopefully try and get a few more of these recorded as well. Gone early on a sausage roll.
Had to be done, didn't it? Had to be done.